Hi, I'm Nick and this is the TbT channel. Now, I love shooting. I love shooting anything. My first gun, real gun, was one of these. A little spud gun that worked by pushing that into the potato, spinning it around and then putting a cap in the back. You know, your little black paper caps. And then the hammer struck the cap exploded and out there came the potato. And that was it. I had so much fun with this little gun when I was a kid. It always used to be in my pocket. I'd be out riding on my bike around the estate. Always have that in my pocket for shooting at stuff. And if you shot at the time, tin cans, I think they were actually tin, like pop cans. They were actually tin, but they were very thin. And if you got this really close to your tin can and put two caps in there, you could dent the can sometimes with a bit of potato. I loved that. But there is nothing that I don't enjoy shooting, even gamos sometimes. So the GAT gun is something, I think most of us have had one. We love them. I love them. I haven't got one at the moment. I do need one. I need a GAT gun. If anybody has one spare, please let me know. Comment down below. Any other things, observations, comment down below. As always, like, notifications, subscribe and all that stuff. But anyway, comment down below. GAT guns are awesome. But are they as awesome as a Glock? They're similar in many ways. So I thought that I'd do a little comparison. Now, this video, or these two videos, which I'm stitching together to put onto this one, the first one was taken during confinement. Okay, I was bored. We all went a little bit potty. I was making videos really for my own entertainment because I only had 12 subscribers or something at the time, and I don't think half of them watched it, but it's still there lurking in the background in the history of the channel. So I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to drag that out again. And there was another one when the ranges opened up. I went to the range and did a shooting test at the range with my GAT, and it was great and I loved it. So they're on here. That's what this is about. It's that period between Christmas and New Year when nobody really wants to do anything. Nobody can really be chewed doing anything. So I'm just stitching together old videos for the hell of it because I'd like to see them again. Please enjoy these. Let me know what you think and I'll get some more done soon. Hello Interneters, this is Nick from TbT. Now, if you like shooting air rifles, there's a good chance you like shooting pistols as well. And we're often asked which is the best pistol to get. So today, just for a little comparison, I've got a couple to show you. First of all, the most popular pistol in the UK, the Harrington GAT. I think we've all had one of these. Most of us certainly have. Just to point out, this has been safety tested before I started doing the video. One of the safety features of the GAT is if the barrel's sticking out like that, it shows it's not loaded. As most of you know, it's loaded by pressing the barrel in, undoing the screw at the back, putting in a 177 pellet, doing it back up and firing. So that is safe. They're relatively inexpensive, easy to get a hold of, good fun. They can fire darts and corks as well, which is a bonus. So in the UK, that's what a lot of us start off with. Now, over here in France, the most popular pistol is the Glock 17. This one's a Generation 5. Again, it's been safety tested. Completely empty. Generation 5, 9mm. Set of pellets. Fires those. They sting. You don't want to get hit with one of those. The similarities between the two, for a start, they are both black, as you can see. The sights on them, well, they both have sights. They're pretty similar, just a standard notch at the back and a post at the front. Neither are particularly effective, neither are particularly good, but they do the job. The triggers. The Glock is notorious for having a bad trigger. Now this is the Gen 5, in which they have improved it a bit. If you've ever shot the Glock 34, which is the longer version supposedly for targets, the trigger on the Gen 5 is closer in feel to the Glock 34, so it is an improvement. The trigger on the GAT, it's not actually vastly different. Quite heavy, but not particularly good. One good thing in the GAT's favour here, it does have a safety catch. See that? Now that That's good. That's a plus point for the Gat, because Glock doesn't have a safety catch, so that should be a consideration in what you're doing. As far as everyday use goes, I would have thought the Gat's probably more useful. It's more likely you can shoot this in the garden without upsetting the neighbours or getting a police response, which is always a benefit. If you have the targets close enough, there's also a good chance you're going to hit them. I will be doing a range report on these two pistols. The ranges, at the moment we're having a bit of a problem because we're just coming out of the COVID thing, and it's compulsory mask wearing at the moment, which would make any video muffled. I wouldn't be allowed to have anybody to help me do the video there, so that would make it trickier as well. But we will do a side-by-side comparison of shooting them to see if we can tell which one would suit you best. So I hope you come back to look for that one. Thank you. It is I, Leclerc. Right, this is the Harrington Gat versus Glock range test, part 2, part 2. We've got a target set up at 25 metres. I'm going to do 5 shots as quick as I can through the Gat, then the same through the Glock, and we're going to see which of them is quickest. I'm not going to time it with stopwatch, I'll just look at the number down there after I finish. There we go. Go with the Glock first. So ready? Okay, go. First one in. More haste, less speed, don't want to overdo it, I've got to keep my nerves down for hitting it. Oh, I hit it. Actually did, I'm quite impressed at that. 1. Don't know if it's gone through the target, it's paper. Oh, and again, 2. Worth pointing out, I'm firing 8.5 grain pellets at a velocity of around 150 feet a second. Not to be trifled. Oh, 3 out of 3. Sorry, it should get excited, this is a scientific test. On 4. Oh, clip the side, but you know, 3 out of 4. 5th. Stop the clock. 4 shots out of 5, pretty darn quick. I'm impressed with that. Right. Now to see if the Glock can compete. I feel sorry for it, if I'm honest. So make sure there's nobody around to catch the shrapnel. Right, 5 shots. See how quickly they go. You know, I'm not sure. Just going to try that again. Un autre tir, j'ai compris. I have to say, I think in balance, the Glock might have had that one. Thank you very much for watching.